Did you ever wonder why cricket in England hits different than in India or any other subcontinent place? In this video, I'm going to break it down across 6 things: getting to the ground, the weather, what's inside the ground, the overall stadium experience, the history and loyalty behind these venues, and finally, the crowd. 6 criteria, and I'll take you through each one. Watch the video till the end. That's 6 reasons why I prefer watching cricket in the UK. And I'm not saying this from behind a screen. I was at the Oval in 2023 in the WTC Final between India and Australia, so trust me on this one. Let's get into it. Before you even sit down for a test match, you have to get there, and in the UK, that part is almost boring and in a good way. So take the Oval for example. There's a tube station basically attached to the ground. You get off, you walk 2 minutes and you are in. No parking, no traffic, no stress, because I walked out of Vauxhall station and the ground was just right there. Now think about a test match back at home. In the tier 2 cities like Raipur, Pune, the stadiums are very far from the ground and you need cars to go there. And even if there is public transport, there is no scale. And regarding the ticketing, some venues you can't even use your digital ticket. You need a physical ticket which you need to collect from a venue across the city before it's days in advance. So by the time you are actually in your seat enjoying the test match, you have already spent the real energy just getting there, and energy you don't have the left to enjoy your day. And this is not a cricket problem. This is a city and infrastructure problem. London has over 150 years of public transport which works. Trains, tubes, buses, etc. They are running every day, and not only for cricket. However, the Indian cities are not there yet. It's still work in progress, but they're not there yet. And building that for 1 billion people is of course completely different scale of challenge, and which I don't want to talk about in this video. And for 5 days, this compounds. You're not doing this journey once. You have to go to the stadium 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and probably 5 times. And if day 1 costs you 1 hour in traffic, now you have to multiply this by 5 days and tell me how many hours you have put to watch a single cricket match. Second part is the weather. The weather, honestly, this might be the single biggest reason the whole experience feels different. An English test match in June, it's around 20-21 degrees, maybe with a light breeze. You can sit there for 6 hours and your body is not tired or not fatigued watching the game. You're just comfortable. You can actually focus on cricket. Now picture this test match in Delhi or Chennai during the hotter months. The temperature gets past 35 degrees, and with humidity, it makes it feel even worse. And by the lunchtime, you are not even thinking about the cover drive. You are thinking about to get some shade. You're thinking about water. Your brain has already switched from enjoying cricket to surviving the day. And by the time you go home, you are exhausted in a way that has nothing to do with how exciting the game was. And to be fair, English weather is not perfect neither. There is rain delays. Sometimes the bad light stops the game even when it's barely drizzling. Fans have sat through the full days of watching nothing but covers on the pitch, and that is own kind of misery. But when it's good, the sun, it's not too hot. There is a gentle breeze, and even if the cricket is slow, you're still having a nice day out in the sun. That makes alone your experience way better. Try saying that after a 40 degrees afternoon in the stands back home. Trust me, you won't feel the same. And the third part, what happens inside the ground? Now, inside the ground, when you watch the test match, what shapes your mood session by session, it's not only cricket, it's actually the boring stuff. And when I mean by boring stuff is toilets, drinking water, basic facilities for the kids. And in the UK, this is generally sorted. Clean facilities, water fountains around the ground, proper family areas, food and beverage options available at affordable prices. And this happens all without a drama, because in India it does not happen the same. And none of this is exciting. Nobody's making a highlight reel of clean toilet, but this quietly decides whether you are enjoying yourself or you are having access to the basic amenities. And we can argue all about civic sense and who cares about cleanliness, but that's a lazy argument, to be honest, because good facilities and good behavior, they feed each other. When something is well maintained, people treat it better. And when something is already falling apart, people stop being careful with it. It works both ways, and it has far more to do with infrastructure investment than anything cultural, if you ask me. So for a 5-day test match, this matters even more. You're not here for 3 hours, you are back tomorrow and the day after with your friends, with your families. And small frustration on day 1 does not reset over time. It builds, and by the day 4, it can become the real reason someone never comes back in a test match. Now, the stadium experience. A test match in the UK, it's not just watching cricket, it's a full day out, almost like a festival that happens to have a cricket in the middle of it. English grounds are built around the idea that if you're going to stay, beer garden where people hang out, have a drink. half watching on the big screen, actual food variety, grass banks where families spread out, kids run around, and the one person in your group does not care about cricket, there's always one, can still have a good time. So cricket becomes an excuse for the day, not the whole point of it. You could actually miss 1 or 2 full sessions catching up with a friend and still walk out feeling like you had a good day. On the other hand, India has an incredible energy. A packed stand for the India match is one of the electric atmosphere in the world, but the difference is in what ground is designed for. Indian venues are built to pack in the maximum fans for intensity, high stakes environment because the demand is enormous. But English grounds are built for the vibes, for the lingering, more breathing room, more space just to exist there for hours without watching every single ball. Now, Chapter 5, the history and loyalty. England does not rotate test match through a new city every season. There's only a handful of the grounds that ever host test match. Lord's, Oval, Old Trafford, Edgbaston, Headingley, and a couple of more, and that's basically it. And because of that, family don't only go to watch test match. They go to their ground. They go because their parents and their friends are going to the same ground. They are going with their grandparents before that. And once a year, they make this yearly ritual, which is part of your summers. And tickets are not cheap by all means. You have to save for that. You have to book early and plan your summers around it. And that's why it feels special when you're finally there because you've waited for it and you are actually enjoying that. Now, compare that to cricket happening constantly across many cities all year around in India. There's a match in Ranchi. There is a test match in New Chandigarh. There is a test match, imagine, in, I don't know, any other tier 2 city. It's very difficult to plan your travel around that. That's why walking into Lord's feel different because it is part of the yearly tradition. Now, imagine the honors boards of Lord's going back for 100 years. Every player who scored a century or took 5 wickets there listed by name. The Ashes itself has a huge history. This is actually motivates a crowd to actually show up for a test match, the history and the loyalty. And this is something you cannot only buy with money, to be honest, if you ask me. Chapter 6, the crowd. So the last one, and honestly this might be the most fun chapter because when India tours England, the crowd don't look like a typical English cricket crowd. They look like a carnival, and a big reason for that's UK's largest South Asian diaspora, right? There's a lot of people living of Indian origin, etc., waiting to watch the game. And also talk about the English crowd. For example, the match in Birmingham, there is a stand there which is called Eric Holly's stand, and on match days it's like there is an event inside the event. Fans show up in full costumes, Flintstones, knights, Jack Sparrow, sharks, bees, people dressed up, fruits and vegetables if you ask me, beach balls going around the stands, people dancing in the aisles, and the cricket is just happening, but half the entertainment is just watching the crowd. And then there is a Barmy army as well. Barmy army are there with their trumpet and their songs, and when the Bharat army arrives with doles and merge with them, the vibe goes completely different. And what makes all of this work is the UK grounds actually allow it to use the musical instruments, costumes, fan groups, and with India, unfortunately, that's not possible. And that's what creates the whole atmosphere. And for any fans watching at home, this is one of the things that genuinely makes you feel like, I want to do this in my life once. And honestly, I did not understand them fully until the time I actually watched cricket in the UK. See, cricket is the same game everywhere, but experience of watching it changes place to place, country to country, and across different sides of the world. So, if you like this video and if you want to see more videos like this, then please like and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any new videos like this. Thank you so much.